What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. I am Luis, and today I will be changing the oil on my Mazda. So what I have for you today is we're gonna go ahead and change the oil on the Mazda, and the Mazda recommends that you use Castrol Edge. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the 20,000 miles performance, and it's 0 weight 20, as you can see there. And then I always love to use an OEM oil filter, so should be pretty straightforward. I've done this many a times, but wanted to bring you guys along with me and show you how I get down on this oil change. So let's get to it. First and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and open up our oil cap here at the top. This will allow the oil to flow through. The air will flow through it and cause the oil to drain a little bit faster. We're underneath the car here. First things first is we're gonna want to remove this panel here. You get a couple of Phillips screw heads here, and then we got a couple pop tops right here. All right, we're gonna move that to the side, and this is gonna expose your oil filter, and this bad boy right here is what makes the oil changes so nice. Usually the OEM, it comes with a bolt. You know, you unbolt it and then the oil just sprays all over the place and it just gets pretty messy. But this right here is the FUMOTO. It's a easy drain, and I'll go ahead and show you how this bad boy works. So what I like to first and foremost do is unscrew the oil filter here with my hand. Give it a couple turns. Make sure my catch can is under there. Just make sure I don't cause a mess. And just slowly but surely, once it starts, there you go. Once it starts doing that, go ahead and let that drain. And just a little bit more. It's gonna get all over my hands, but that's why I have that rag. No big deal. So a little trick I like to do is kind of push up on the oil filter. That way it doesn't just fall and go all over the place. And then I just go ahead and turn it over. Lay it on top of there while it's dripping. All right, now that that's pretty much done flowing there. And there you have it, guys. Look how easy that flows. Flows so easy. No mess. It's got a little lever there that you push over, and we're just gonna go ahead and let it empty out on its own. We'll be right back. So it's been about 15 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and close that off. The oil is now been drained. I'm gonna go ahead and install the new OEM oil filter from Mazda. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the old oil. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. That way, since it's rubber, it doesn't seize up. Clean where the oil filter goes. Get rid of that excess old oil. There we go. And let's go ahead and install the new oil filter. All right, there we go. There, that's better. And gonna go ahead and give it a nice little hand tightening there. Tighten it with your hand until you feel like you can't tighten it anymore. Put the cover back on, and that should be it for the bottom. And last on the agenda, add the new oil. So again, I am using Castrol Edge. 0 weight 20,000 miles. So that should be good for the whole year. Fill her up. That is it. We went ahead and filled the car with new oil. Turn it on and check underneath and make sure I don't see any oil spilling out of the bottom. And then we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that everything looks good. And we're going to set a reminder on the infotainment center for 20,000 miles from now or a year from now. Okay, so we're gonna go to applications and maintenance and scheduled. So we will be due in about 12 months. And this is going to be 20,000 miles. Perfect. And that is set. So the car will remind us either a year or 20,000 miles from now to change the oil. Let's go ahead and check on the bottom and make sure we're not leaking. That is the conclusion of the oil change today for the 2015 Mazda 3. And hopefully this video was informative to you, especially with how to change your oil. Maybe you've never changed it before. Maybe you've been thinking about doing it. I started doing it because I knew that it was going to be done right. I also knew that I was going to be putting in some good product and knowing that no one was just going to do a sloppy job. So that's why I started doing it on my own. Also, you save a ton of money. Every time I do my oil change, I save about $30 to $40 depending on what I use. And obviously the car calls for full synthetic with that Castrol edge. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you then, or I'll see you another time.